डिस्कस रेक्टेंगुलर कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ ए वेक्टर. एक वेक्टर को कैसे हम रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. इट्स आल्सो नोन एज रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ ए वेक्टर. इट्स आल्सो नोन एज रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ ए वेक्टर. वी कैन आल्सो राइट इट रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ ए वेक्टर. रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ ए वेक्टर. देखो बेटा, एक एग्जांपल से मैं समझा दूंगा. सपोज वी हैव ए टॉय कार्ट. हमारे पास एक टॉय कार्ट है बेटा. टॉय कार्ट आप सभी जानते हो ना, जो छोटा बच्चा लाता है खेलने के लिए. ठीक है. इस टॉय कार्ट के साथ हम एक रस्सी बांध के रखेंगे इस तरह से. ठीक है. जब वो बच्चा इस टॉय कार्ट को खींचता है, वो इस डायरेक्शन में नहीं खींचता है इसको, ऐसे हॉरिजॉन्टली इस पे फोर्स एक्सर्ट नहीं करता, बल्कि वो किसी एंगल पे इस पे फोर्स एक्सर्ट करता है. समझ आया बेटा? जब वो किसी एंगल पे इस पे फोर्स एक्सर्ट करता है, उसके बाद ये टाई कार्ट मूव करती है फॉरवर्ड्स. करती है ना बेटा? करती है मूव फॉरवर्ड्स. दिस फोर्स इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. दिस फोर्स इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सपोज इट इज अप्लाइड ऑन दिस टाई कार्ट एट एन एंगल थीटा. हम ये किस एंगल पे इस पे अप्लाई करेंगे? एट एन एंगल थीटा. समझ आया? यानी हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ ये एंगल कितना बना रहा है? थीटा. क्लियर? ये जो फोर्स इस टाई कार्ट पे एक्सर्ट होता है, ये असल में रिजॉल्व होता है, ये असल में स्प्लिट होता है दो हिस्सों में, इनटू टू पार्ट्स. इनटू टू पार्ट्स. समझ आया बेटा? ये जो फोर्स होता है, इट कैन बी स्प्लिटेड इनटू टू कंपोनेंट्स. दो हिस्सों में ये स्प्लिट हो जाता है. वन इज नोन एज हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट. एक को कौन सा कंपोनेंट हम कहते हैं बेटा? हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट. दिस इज हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट. एंड सेकंड इज नोन एज वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट. तो दूसरा कौन सा वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट होता है? वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट. समझ आया बेटा? क्लियर? अब ये हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट और ये वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट, इसके वैल्यूज हमें निकालने. हम कैसे निकालेंगे इसके वैल्यूज? मैं इसका नाम रखूंगा. सपोज दिस इज O, दिस इज A, और इस A से एक परपेंडिकुलर डालूंगा मैं यहाँ पे. इट इज से A. क्लियर? नाउ दिस OA रिप्रेजेंट्स वेक्टर F. दिस OA रिप्रेजेंट्स वेक्टर F. क्लियर? समझ आया? OA रिप्रेजेंट्स वेक्टर F. नाउ in triangle OAB. Now in triangle OAB. In triangle OAB. मैं निकालूंगा बेटा cos थीटा का वैल्यू. किसका वैल्यू निकालूंगा? cos थीटा का वैल्यू. तो cos थीटा किसके बराबर निकलेगा यहाँ पे बेटा? cos is equal to base divided by hypotenuse. Base divided by hypotenuse. It will be equal to OB upon OA. Will be equal to OB upon OA. Clear? Yes, sir. यहाँ तक समझ आया? Yes, sir. Good. Which implies cos theta will be equal to, what is this OB? This is horizontal component. Yes. This is OB के बदले में क्या लिख सकता हूँ बेटा यहाँ पे? H. This is horizontal component. Divide by OA. What is OA? It is vector F. It is vector F. मैं खाली इसका मैग्नीट्यूड लूंगा. I can write H upon. Clear? Which implies H will be equal to, ये F इस cos थीटा के साथ मल्टीपल हो जाएगा, तो H will be equal to F cos theta. Clear? This is the horizontal component. This is the horizontal component. Now for vertical component, I take sin theta. Now sin theta is equal to perpendicular, that is AB, upon hypotenuse, that is OA. Now sin theta is equal to AB upon OA, which implies sin theta will be equal to AB. AB के बदले में लिख सकता हूँ बेटा V. AB के बदले में लिख सकता हूँ V, क्योंकि ये वाला साइड और ये वाला साइड आपस में पैरेलल है. क्लियर? ये वाला साइड रिप्रेजेंट करता है V, ये भी रिप्रेजेंट करेगा V. समझ आया? क्लियर हुआ? क्लियर हुआ सबको? तो आई कैन राइट AB के बदले में लिखूंगा V अपॉन OA के बदले में लिखूंगा F, which implies V will be equal to F sin theta. This is the vertical component of the vector F. Clear? इसे समझ आया? Good. Therefore we can say, we can represent this force F. We can represent this force F equal to, अभी किस किस के बराबर होगा? एक होगा ये बराबर बेटा F cos theta, that is horizontal component, plus F sin theta, that is vertical component. Therefore we can say F is equal to F cos theta plus F
sin theta.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now remember one more point. Yesterday we discussed unit vectors. We discussed unit vectors. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is 1 and acts in the direction of a given vector. And acts in the direction of a given.
Vector.
Now, if we construct Cartesian system with 3 axes, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. अब along x-axis यूनिट वेक्टर हम डिनोट करते हैं i कैप से. किससे डिनोट करते हैं बेटा? i कैप से. i कैप is a unit vector whose magnitude is 1. I cap is a unit vector whose magnitude is
1.
and its direction is along the x-axis. And its direction is along the
X-axis.
by convention हम ये यूज करते हैं. Along x-axis unit vector हम किसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? I cap से. Along y-axis हम unit vector रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं किससे बेटा? J cap से. किससे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? J cap से. And along z-axis unit vector is represented by K cap. Unit vector is represented by K cap. Clear?
Yes, sir.
समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Now I will take an example. Suppose 5 Newton force is acting on a body. 5 Newton force is acting on a body. Say x is the component of this force along x-axis
Yes, sir.
and y is the component of this force along y-axis and y is the component of this force along.
Y.
Therefore I can write 5 is equal to x I cap. X represents the magnitude of this force along x-axis and I cap gives the direction. And I cap gives the
Direction.
suppose x is 2 Newton. X is
2
2 into I cap. The magnitude of I cap is 1 because it is a unit vector.
5.
It remains the same. 2 into 1 is 2.
1.
Clear? Plus I can write y and along y-axis unit vector is represented by j cap. Therefore I can write y into j cap. Therefore we can see this is a 5 Newton force in which some force that is x Newton acts along x-axis and y Newton force along acts along y-axis. How we can say that this x component acts along x-axis? Because I cap indicates that it acts along x-axis. समझ आया बेटा? And similarly j cap हमें represent करता है that ये जो component है force का ये act करता है along y-axis. समझ आया बेटा? क्लियर सबको हुआ? कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है ना कहीं पे? अच्छे से समझ आया? अब मैं ऐसे समझा दूंगा आपको एक और एग्जांपल से. सपोज दिस इज बॉडी ए. इस पे फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है से 10 न्यूटन. इस पे फोर्स कितना एक्ट हो रहा है? 10 न्यूटन. मानो 10 न्यूटन फोर्स में से ए न्यूटन एक्ट हो रहे हैं along x एक्सिस. ए न्यूटन एक्ट हो रहे हैं along और बी न्यूटन फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है along y एक्सिस. क्लियर? तब हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? दिस 10 न्यूटन फोर्स इज इक्वल टू, हम सिंपली नहीं लिखेंगे a प्लस बी. हम नहीं लिखेंगे a न्यूटन प्लस बी न्यूटन. अगर ये स्केलर क्वांटिटी होती तब हम लिखते a न्यूटन प्लस. बट व्हाट वी विल राइट? वी राइट a into I cap. This I cap gives the direction. That means this a Newton is acting along this direction में along x axis and this b Newton is acting along
Y
y axis. Therefore we can write a into I cap plus b into j cap. This represents this force in terms of its components. A I cap plus b j. Clear? समझ आया? Now we generalize this thing. If we have vector a, now along x-axis, the component of this a is ax. It is the component. It is the part of this force that is acting along x-axis. Therefore, we can write a vector a is equal to ax into I cap plus ay is the component of this force acting along y-axis. Therefore, we can write ay into j cap plus az is the component of this force acting along z-axis. Therefore we can write AZ into K cap, where K cap is the unit vector acting along z axis. Clear? सबको समझ आया? अच्छे से समझ आया? Good. Now take another example. Suppose 3 Newton force is acting along x axis and 4 Newton force is acting along y axis. Clear?
Yes, sir.
3 Newton force is acting along x axis and 4 Newton force is acting along y axis. Therefore we can say the total force acting on the body is equal to 3I cap plus 4J cap. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
सबको समझ आया? Now, what will be the total force acting on the body? It is not 4 plus 3 7 Newton. It's not 4 plus 3 7 Newton. It's a vector quantity. It cannot be added as scalar. It cannot be added like 4 plus 3 equal to 7 Newton. So, now we will see how we can find the magnitude of the vector. How we can find the modulus of this vector. Clear? Now, we will write the formula for finding the magnitude of a vector. Suppose vector A is equal to AXI cap plus AYJ cap plus AZK cap. Now what's the magnitude of this A? The magnitude of A is equal to root AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. In this manner we can find the magnitude of vector A. समझ आया? Clear? Now take an example. For example, F is equal to 4I cap plus 3J cap. What will be the magnitude of this force? What will be the net force acting on the body? What will be the net force acting on the
Body.
What will be the magnitude of the force acting on the body? We can write magnitude of F will be equal to, here we have only two components along x axis and y axis. We can write root AX square. AX के बदले लिखेंगे हम 4. Clear? We can write 4 square plus AY के बदले हम लिखेंगे बेटा 3 square. So we can write under root 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9. Clear? So we can write root 16 plus 9 is 25 and root 25 is 5 Newton. Therefore we can say the net force acting on the body is 5. Clear? सबको समझ आया? This is the total force acting on the body. अच्छे से समझ आया ना सबको? Now we can easily find the unit vector of a unit vector. Now write down the question. करो बस repeat मुझे नहीं करना है question. देखो, we have vector A equal to 2I cap plus 3J cap and 7K cap. We have to find the unit vector of this A cap. Vector A. We have to find the unit vector of this vector. We know unit vector of A is equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. Okay, beta? Clear? Now first we will find the magnitude of A. Magnitude of A will be equal to root 2 square plus 3 square plus 7 square. So it will be equal to root 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9 plus 7 square is 49. So it will be equal to root 49 plus 9 is 58, 58 plus 4 is 62. So it will be equal to root 62 Newton. And we can say any unit. 62 units. 62. This is the magnitude of this A. Now how we can write unit vector of A? Now unit vector of A will be equal to vector A. Vector A is 2I cap plus 3J cap plus 7K cap upon magnitude of vector A, that is root 62. So it will be equal to 2 upon root 62 I cap plus 3 upon root 62 J cap plus 7 upon root 62 K cap. This will be the unit vector of this vector A. Clear? समझ आया सबको? अच्छे से समझ आया ना? minus 4j cap. We have to find its unit vector. Now we know unit vector of vector A is denoted by A cap and is equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. Now first we will find magnitude of vector A. Magnitude of vector A is given by root ax square. What's ax square? It is 3 square plus ay square. It is minus 4 square because at this time ay is minus 4. Ay is, so we can write root 3 square is 9 plus minus 4 ka square. It is 16. It is plus 16. It is 16. It will be equal to root 25. Root 25 is equal to 5. Clear? समझ आया ना? Now we will find A cap. A cap will be equal to 3I cap minus 4j cap upon magnitude of A. Upon magnitude of it is 5. So we can write 3 upon 5 I cap minus 4 upon 5 j cap is the unit vector of A. Is the unit vector of A. Clear? Is it समझ आया? Of vectors. Now we take negative of a vector. Negative of a vector. What is negative of a vector? What is negative of a? The negative of a given vector is also a vector whose magnitude is equal to the given vector but acts in the opposite direction. For example, हमारे पास है बेटा एक वेक्टर A. इसकी डायरेक्शन मानो it's towards north. Now the negative of this vector A is again a vector whose magnitude is again A, but it acts in the opposite direction. That means it acts towards south. Clear? समझ आया? Now negative of A is given by negative of vector A is equal to negative of vector A is equal to, it will be equal to minus vector. Clear? समझ आया? Yes. Now take an example. For example, vector A is equal to 2I cap plus 3j cap. Now what will be the negative of this vector A? Negative of this vector A is given by minus vector A. It will be equal to minus
2I cap minus 3j cap.
2I cap, first we will write plus 3j cap. After that it becomes minus 2I cap minus plus minus 3j cap. This will be the negative of vector. Clear? समझ आया? अच्छे से समझ आया? Vectors, those vectors which have same initial point, वो vectors जिनका initial point same होता है उनको हम कहते हैं coinitial vectors. And we can say जिनका starting point same होगा. जिनका starting point, for example, this is vector A and this is vector B. They are acting in two different directions. They are acting in two different directions, but they have the same initial point. But they have the same. These are known as coinitial vectors. These are known as clear? समझ आया? Now we have coplanar vectors. Coplanar vectors. What are coplanar vectors? Those vectors which lie in the same plane. Those vectors which lie in the same are known as coplanar vectors. Suppose this board is a plane. है ना बेटा? ये board क्या है? Plane. इस plane पे जितने भी vectors lie कर रहे होंगे, they are coplanar vectors. They are. Suppose these two markers represent two vectors. If they lie in the same plane, this lie in this plane, this also lie in this plane. These are coplanar vectors. Now, if one vector will be out of this plane, then these are not coplanar vectors. जो एक ही plane में lie करेंगे. Like you are sitting here, you are sitting on the same plane. You are sitting on the. We can say you are coplanar. We can say you are coplanar. समझ आया बेटा? Those vectors which lie in the same plane. For example, this is a plane. This is a plane. Now this is vector A. This is vector B. And this is vector C. they lie in the same, that's why we can say they are coplanar vectors. Clear? Now one more definition, equal vectors. What are equal vectors? What are equal vectors? Those vectors which have both same magnitude and same direction are known as equal vectors. वो vectors जिनका magnitude भी same होगा और जिनकी direction भी same होगी उनको हम कहते हैं equal vectors. उनको हम कहते हैं equal vectors. Those vectors which have same direction and same magnitude are known as equal vectors. For example, vector A is said to be equal to vector B if they have same magnitude and same direction. Clear? Therefore we can say vector A is equal to vector B. अगर इसका magnitude और इसकी direction किसके बराबर होगी? vector B के magnitude के बराबर और vector B के direction. Clear? समझ आया सारा?